We build. Together we tackle complex challenges at scale. We deliver. Powered by technology, we go the extra mile. We lead with care. We are Delivery Hero.
Welcome to our presentation about Delivery Hero. The Delivery Hero Group was founded in Berlin in 2011 and since then has expanded its presence in local markets worldwide. Delivery Hero offers online food ordering, quick commerce, and delivery services. They deliver from prepared meals to groceries, flowers, coffee, medicine, and so on. Orders can be placed via the app or website and then are paid for either in cash or using online payment methods. This company operates in over 70 countries across Asia, Europe, Latin America, Middle East, and in Africa. Now we'll take a closer look into financial statements of Delivery Hero. First, we will look through a balance sheet and then income statement.
So, as we all know, the balance sheet provides a snapshot of a company's financial position at a specific point in time. Now we are going to take a look at Delivery Hero's balance sheet. First, we can see the balance sheet divided into assets and net equity plus liabilities. And if we take a closer look to the assets, we can find assets classified as fixed assets, current assets, and there's also a third point for deferred expenses. They are obviously ordered from less liquid to most liquid. This balance sheet divides fixed assets into intangible assets, property, plant and equipment, and financial assets. The current assets are divided into inventories, receivables, and other assets, and cash on hand and bank balances. These are the total amounts of the different type of assets and the percentage they represent out of the total value. The number that stands out the most is clearly that out of the total assets, which is equal to 11 billion, 9 of them are financial assets, the most important being related to affiliated companies as shares in them or loans to them. This makes the other categories of fixed assets not representing much out of the total. For example, intangible assets being only 69.4 million. A similar thing happens in the current assets, where receivables equal to 1.4 million euros, mainly these being other assets. This balance sheet suggests that the company has a substantial investment in affiliated and non-affiliated companies.
As we can see, the balance sheet is divided into several sections: shareholders' equity, provisions, liabilities, deferred income, and deferred tax liabilities. Starting with shareholders' equity, this represents the company's ownership. There is also the provisions section, where funds are set aside for potential future obligations. Then the liabilities section represents the company's obligation to external parties, listed in the order of the priority for payment. Also, deferred income may represent income received in advance, but not yet recognized as revenue, and tax liabilities are tax obligations that are expected to be paid in future years. Here we can see the amount of each share and its percentage. The largest is the liabilities with an amount of 5,792.6 million euros, which represents approximately 52% of the total. Then, the most noticeable numbers are those for the capital reserve with an impressive 9,818.9 million euros, making up approximately 88% of the total shareholders' equity. It includes funds that are not distributable as dividends, but can be used for various other purposes. Moreover, the convertible bonds are relevant with a significant value of 4,406 million euros, accounting for about 39% of the total. These are bonds that can be converted into the company's shares at a specified time, offering investors both debt and equity options.
Moving on to the income statement, we can see how its main structure is divided into 4 parts. The first part are the main revenue streams, and these are things like revenue, other operating income, and so on, which amount to a total of 2 billion euros. Then we have our main expenses, and these are the costs of goods sold, personal expenses, and more, which amount to a negative 1.3 billion euros. Then we have the main gains, and these are investments, interest, and so on, which are a positive 310 million euros. And then we have the main losses, and these are things like write-downs, interest, and taxes, which are a negative 2.2 billion euros. And hence we have, for the overall year of 2022, a net loss of negative 1.3 billion euros. Now, if we want to see the most relevant revenues, we see that other operating income is the one which brings in the highest amount of money. And this is usually revenue which the company has that is not related to its main business activity. Then, for our most relevant expenses, we have the write-downs of financial assets. And these, for Delivery Hero, can be things like impairment losses, investments, and acquisitions.
That is the end of our presentation. Thank you for watching.